Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, is it worth it to buy Dominaria Remastered? Combining 27 vintage Magic the Gathering sets into a single, curated draft experience, Dominaria Remastered seeks to be a product for everyone, offering a fun and engaging draft experience, as well as needed reprints, and collector's pieces in both the retro and borderless super art frame. But as is often the case when you make a product for everyone, do you end up with a product for no one? Or even if you succeed in a great curation of cards, has the price per pack of this product risen precariously so as not to be worth it to buy? Is that curated draft experience even worth having? Well, all these questions and more are what's in store. Please note, I have already admitted my bias towards this set, a favorable bias, in the video, The Truth About Dominaria Remastered, where I discussed how, for me anyway, the cards selected, the reprints offered, and yeah, the draft experience within is a home run. But I want to be clear that, despite the fact I've already said that I love the curation of this set, that does not mean that the price tag supports the content. This video will be an examination of if the cost is worth the contents. And there have been many videos in the past where I've said, I love the overall product, but hate the price. Is that the case this time? Let's have a look. But first, let me talk to you about these Raycon wireless earbuds. You know, if you didn't get a pair of these sweet, sweet sweeties this holiday season, let me help you change that. Because Raycon wants to give you 15% off of your order and enjoy these sweet pleasures of wireless Bluetooth technology. And that's 15% off the already extremely affordable price tag on them, especially when you compare these buds to the next premium audio brands. Convenience is one thing, but it's not just that. The gel tips are comfortable, provide a solid in-ear fit, and the audio quality is great. They last too. Raycon buds can keep running up to 8 hours of playtime and have a 32-hour battery life. You know, I can't remember the last time I put on a pair of wired earphones. Whenever I see a pair of wired earphones, my brain just puts it in the same category as like VHS tapes or cassette tapes or CDs? Oh my God, CDs? I'm old, but so are wired earphones. So let's enter the 21st century with these. Ditch the wires and get Raycon. Let me help you too by heading over to buyraycon.com/Tolarian community to get 15% off your purchase. Thanks again to Raycon for sponsoring this video. Let's begin with the most important thing to understand about Dominaria Remastered. It is not a remastered set. Remastered sets, such as Time Spiral Remastered or the digitally released Tempest Remastered, took classic Magic the Gathering blocks, i.e. Magic sets that were designed to be drafted with one another over the course of a yearly block, and curated them into a single draft experience. I was a huge fan of this, as older sets not only contain awesome cards that are unlikely to ever see a standard reprint, but the access to drafting them is extremely prohibitive when, yeah, you look at the price tag of a vintage booster box. Tempest costs how much? I'm never drafting that, unless they remaster it, which I really want them to do for everything. I loved the idea of remastered sets becoming a regular thing, letting us travel back in time, as it were, throughout Magic's history, getting access to older cards, but best of all, experiencing long-lost draft environments. I made a Time Spiral Remastered cube so that I can keep drafting it, and this is my very last box. I'm saving it for my birthday, maybe in about 5 years. You know, you gotta let it wait a minute. There's no more of it. But Dominaria Remastered is not a remastered set. It's a Masters set. This is not Dominaria Remastered, so much as this set should be called Dominaria Masters. Dominaria Remastered draws from a whopping 27 vintage Magic sets to curate a brand new set that has more in common with a Masters set than a remastered set. This in no way means the draft experience is diminished. Far from it. But whereas Tempest Remastered created a streamlined draft experience of Tempest Block, and Time Spiral Remastered created a streamlined draft experience of Time Spiral Block, or was it Planar Chaos Block? What did they call the block? I'm not looking it up. Is it Planar Chaos or Planar Chaos? I like Planar. Anyway, Dominaria Remastered creates something brand new, and that's okay. That's awesome, in fact. But make no mistake, this is a remastered set in name only. Dominaria Masters is the more accurate way to think about it, and so instead of comparing it to Time Spiral Remastered or Tempest Remastered, we should compare it to the contemporary Masters sets. Let's start with cost. As of launch day, Dominaria Remastered is selling for about $180 US on average. While like Time Spiral Remastered, this is a limited print run, unlike Time Spiral Remastered, there are collector booster boxes in addition to the draft booster boxes, as well as some indicators. They keep this stuff pretty shrouded, but it looks like the print numbers of those draft boosters is still higher than Time Spiral Remastered was. Those collector booster boxes, by the way, are currently going for a whopping $300 per box for 12 packs. I don't like collector boosters, and it has long been the belief of this channel that $240, or in this case $300, for 12 booster packs is simply not worth it, regardless of the contents within. I will maintain that position now, but what about those draft boosters? Prior to the outrageous price increase of Masters sets that began with Ultimate Masters, Masters sets had a consistent price point of $240 for a booster box of 24 packs. The real home run here is that Dominaria Remastered draft booster boxes are comprised of 36 booster packs. So that $180 goes a lot further, meaning booster packs are about $5 each. This has a huge effect on whether a booster pack is worth it when we look at the value of cards within. Going off of that average price of about $5 per pack, there are currently 24 cards worth at or above the value of $5. That is not counting borderless cards or retro frame cards, by the way, because if we did, that number would triple. But right now, let us just start with the base cards, regular frame, nothing else. It's a pretty wide swath of playables for a variety of formats. One of the things I'm really happy about with here is both the reprinting of Masters mainstays like Force of Will and the Tutors, but also Modern Horizons chase cards, Eternal Masters classics like Sneak Attack and Dark Depths. A lot of the value in this set, even in the cards not at $5, is that these are cards that do see play in a variety of constructed formats. And again, I want to stress I am not including borderless or retro frame versions here. To compare to both Time Spiral Remastered and Masters sets, whereas Dominaria Remastered has those 24 cards that are worth the price of a pack, Time Spiral Remastered had 23. Ultimate Masters, which cost close to 3 times the price, indeed had 29 cards worth at or above the price of a pack. Iconic Masters, which was double the price, only 18 cards. Eternal Masters, another beloved Masters set that again was twice the price for a pack of cards, had 23 cards worth at or above the price of a pack. Whereas Modern Masters 2017 and 2015 had 15 and 22 cards worth the price of a pack respectively. The important thing to note about all these other sets, including Time Spiral Remastered, they were all of them more expensive per pack than Dominaria Remastered. And this is what I mean when I say you are getting a Masters set value, but only at about $5 a pack. Heck, all of those Masters sets were double the price, Ultimate Masters nearly triple. And there's still an added bonus to all of this because every pack, not some packs, but every pack of Dominaria Remastered comes with one retro border card. While this of course can be a card of any rarity, many of them, including some uncommons, are currently valued at or above $5. So if we include the retro frames, we double the number of cards worth $5 and over. In fact, there's 25 in total because it includes some uncommons like Elvish Spirit Guide. Not to mention the high-end ones like a Force of Will in Retro Border being well over $100. Any of these cards here by itself pays for the pack just by being opened. When we go below the price of a pack and look at the number of cards between half the price, in other words, $250 and up, we see that there is an additional 17 cards in the regular frame, as well as 18 cards in the retro, 35 in total, worth half the price in a pack up to $4.99, meaning that value doesn't just drop off a cliff into bulk territory, but it holds pretty solid. And we're still not done because I want to stress that these numbers do not, I repeat, do not include the borderless versions. Another huge advantage of this set is that while the odds are higher for borderless art in collector boosters, all versions of all cards do have a chance at showing up in draft boosters, with the one strange exception being a foil retro borderland. But aside from that, everything you can get in a collector booster pack can appear in a regular draft booster pack. Thank you, Urza! So not only does each draft booster come with a bonus retro frame card, but there are essentially lottery tickets in the form of borderless cards that can have a dramatic effect on overall value. At about $5 a pack, when you buy a box, this means we have so much potential for, at the very least, making our money back. There's not only big ticket items, but a large amount of value spread out at the $250 to $5 level, a host of uncommons with dollar values, and of course the lottery ticket-like chance of getting everything from borderless cards to foils. But I still maintain that the best way to experience this set and collect cards is to attend a pre-release or draft event at your local game store. Why? Because then you are not only cracking packs to get cards, but also playing the game as you do, maybe even winning extra packs as prizes, and all while supporting your local game store. Best of all, the price on these packs is so much more reasonable than even older, less expensive Master sets were, which means draft is a more affordable and accessible experience, one you might even enjoy to do more than once, though I do urge you to consider trying that draft at least one time. You won't regret it. Final conclusion, Dominaria Remastered is absolutely worth it. While more expensive than a standard set, it is currently selling for so much less than premium sets such as Masters, Commander Legends, and even its namesake predecessor, Time Spiral Remastered. The reprints are high value due to their need in formats such as Commander and Modern, and the alternate frame treatments of Borderless and Classic Frame creates great collectibles and further value for everyone involved. Draft and gameplay is not only deep, rich, and complex, it is more accessible and affordable due to the overall reasonable price of this set. While collector boosters exist, and the fact that they are being opened by whales will help lower the prices overall of these cards, it is an added positive that this set will put everything except a foil retro basic land in a draft booster pack. Grade is an enthusiastic A, with the added reminder that the best way to buy and experience this set is by participating in a pre-release or draft event at your local game store. And I hope very much this video has been of some help to you. You can help me out greatly just by remembering to leave a comment, hitting subscribe, or watching another video on my channel. Go on back through the catalog, share with a friend, whatever. Either way, if you do, when you do, remember that whether buying Dominaria Remastered, Phyrexia All Will Be One, or just some card sleeves and deck boxes, when it is possible, when it is reasonable to do so, try and spend that money where you spend time playing this great game, and that's at your local game store. You're supporting your Magic community. Hey, and remember, this video was sponsored by Raycon wireless earbuds. Save money compared to other premium audio brands with no loss of quality. You can also save 15% when you head to buyraycon.com/Tolarian community. Get wires out of your life and get Raycons today.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play.
I have given $50 to build a deck with, including Commander.
I've brought Safara Sky's Blade.
I'm playing Hidetsugu, the Varying Chaos.
I'm playing Gorex, the Tomb Shell.
My deck costs only $30. What do you folks say? We shuffle up and play. I will tap 4 mana and play an assault suit.
Yeah. Oh. How come you know so much about Command? Oh, right.
Play Knight Incarnate, but I'm gonna do its port Invoke.
Ooh. Night Incarnate.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
How do you feel about lethality?
How would it be more to feel about lethality?